Recently, I filmed this guy cleaning his hands and uploaded it to YouTube. In just a few weeks, over 7 million of you tuned in, and most viewers were very impressed. However, it's fair to say a few of you had your doubts. Okay, maybe a lot of you. So I got on my laptop and contacted the manufacturer of these wipes, Big Wipes Heavy Duty, who kindly agreed to send me their new all-in-one van wipe system so I could put it to the test. In this video, I'm going to be testing these wipes against some truly hard to remove stains, including roofing adhesive, anti-seize, and expanding foam. Don't go anywhere because the results might shock you. Now, apparently this box contains everything that you will need to clean up messes on the move. It also includes 3 of these handy storage cages. So if you are setting this up in your van or your shed, then you will be able to quickly locate these wipes instead of them being lost in a toolbox somewhere. And in that van system, you get the tub with a red lid, which should be used to remove grime from your hands. You get the tub with the green lid, which should be used to clean grime off of surfaces. You get the power spray, and you also get a refill for each of the tubs that are included. So when you do eventually use them, you do not have to pay as much for the entire storage tub. You simply undo the lid and top them up with what you can see here. Starting us off, we are going to be testing out removing this Decorators Caulk, which will be familiar to any decorators out there. This is a new tub, so I'm just going to go ahead and open it up and apply a liberal amount onto my arm. Now, I'm going to rub that in and make a really good mess. And I think it's fair to say that most people aren't going to be working with these big wipes right next to them. So in order to simulate enough time for you to go and grab these wipes from your van after you've dropped or spilt something, I am going to give it about 1 minute. And because we're removing this from my skin, I'm making sure to use the tub with the red lid, as they are specifically designed to remove grime from skin. Okay, so that's been about 1 minute now, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab out a wipe. These have 2 sides. One side is slightly rough and the other side is smooth. So I'm going to put it rough side down and just allow the chemicals to do their thing and wipe that off. Now, apparently, the way these wipes are made is you should be able to wipe things off and it not transfer to the other hand. It is slightly transferring onto my other hand, it's not completely gone. Perhaps the amount I used was a little bit excessive, so let's just grab one more wipe. So round 1, it's passed, it did remove Decorators Caulk. Round number 2, and one that I'm particularly looking forward to, is this wood adhesive. And this particular brand of wood adhesive is Gorilla Glue. It does recommend not putting this on your skin. So let's put it on my skin. I'm a bit worried about this one, honestly. Now, with every single one of these, I'm depositing an additional amount on this piece of granite here, because I want to see if they can wipe it off after a longer period of time, and I do not want to take those risks on my actual arm. Right, go ahead and rub that in. Oh, this is nasty. Oh, I'm a bit worried about this one. Right, that's been about 1 minute, so I'm going to grab the wipes. And again, I'm going rough side down, allowing the chemicals to do its thing, and then I'm wiping it off. Okay. I'm pulling this face because it's pulling the hair off of my arm, and that's because of the strength of this adhesive and nothing to do with the wipe, but that has done it. 1 wipe, it's all off. Okay, so that's 2-0 to the wipes. Now, for those of you who are worried about getting any sort of chemicals from these wipes on your skin, the formula in these big wipes is biodegradable. It's dermatologically tested and contains no paraffins or other harmful chemicals, which basically means that these have been specifically designed to remove grime from your skin. Next up is this horrible stuff. This is felt lap adhesive, and I'm not looking forward to this one. I'll start off by just putting a line down on my granite here. Horrible stuff. Okay, I'm going to go for the back of my arm this time. Ugh. Go ahead and rub this in. In the case of contact with skin, wash immediately. It's been about 1 minute, so I'll go ahead and grab a wipe and see how it does. Okay. It's definitely struggling with this more. And I can tell you, I'm going to need more than 1 wipe. If I get a bit close to the camera, you can see that I am still a little bit dirty, but it has got the bulk of it off. I don't want any of this remaining, so I am just going to grab 1 more wipe, just to make sure my arm is completely clean. And remember, I've still got all of the 3 products I've tested so far drying out here on this granite. It's probably been about 10 minutes so far. We will be attempting to clean these off at the end. Okay, so next up on our list is this. This is anti-seize, and I'll be honest, I have never heard of this before. The only reason I'm testing this is because I received about 100 or so comments on that short saying that they bet that these wipes wouldn't remove it. And I'm gonna put this on my hand because I'm a little bit worried about just applying it to the same area. So, here we go. Ah, it's cold! Of course it's cold. It's an aerosol. And I'm just gonna let that go off. I'll also apply it to the surface here. Okay, so it's been about 1 minute. Just go ahead and lay this down. And I can tell you that perhaps come off easier than any of them. It'll be interesting to see how this does once it's dried out a little bit on the surface, but certainly getting it off your skin, you know, relatively quickly after you've actually sprayed it on or accidentally spilled it, these wipes are going to do that for you. They actually smell really nice. I mean, if I didn't know better, I'd feel like I'm just washing my hands with soap. Okay, final round. It's the big one, it's expanding foam. Now, for anyone that has ever spilt this stuff, you will know that it is not messing around, so I advise for you to not try this at home. I feel like I would not be addressing the doubts in the comments if I didn't apply this directly to my skin. There are a lot of people online suggesting that the only reason that the wipes removed it in that demo was because there was a base layer of silicone there. So let's find out if that's true.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Okay, I'm also going to apply a little bit of this expanding foam to this board. There we go. So that went everywhere. Let's go ahead and make this really hard. Oh. Again, I'm going to wait about 1 minute, and I really do have a lot of this on my hands, just so you can take a look. I've not half-assed this one, there's a lot of this here. It is starting to go off, so with that, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a wipe. Again, lay it rough side down. Woo. And you can see that is getting it off quite well. There's definitely still a little bit of residue, and I imagine because I did both hands, it's going to be a good idea that I go for another wipe. I really want to make sure that I'm totally clean here. Okay, so that was one wipe. Here's the second. And that has fully cleaned my hands. But Jack, you gorgeous individual. I know what you're thinking. Could it get them all off at once? Well, maybe you're not thinking it, maybe I am. Let's try. I'm going to preemptively get 2 wipes out. And actually, I'm going to come close to the camera so you can see this. Okay. You can see that is coming away. I mean, the excess is transferring maybe ever so slightly, but generally speaking, I would say the wipe is keeping it all in. Let's see if I can do this with 1 wipe. I don't think I can. No, I am going to need 1 more wipe. And that is all off. One final test is I'm just going to try and clean off this surface here. So if I move these things out of the way, I'm actually going to remove most of the excess first with a trowel. Otherwise I feel like I'm going to use about 1 billion wipes. So with a bit of a helping hand from the power spray, I was able to get all of that horrible gunge off of this piece of granite here. However, it's quite funny. All of it's removed, but the felt lap adhesive has left a stain in the middle of this granite. So what you can see here can't be removed. That's in the granite now forever. I just happened to be down at my local Screwfix and saw that each one of these tubs comes in at a total of £13.50, which I think is quite expensive. But given the testing I've done today, I do think it's worth it. After all, what is the cost of £13.50 compared to staining a customer's furniture or having a long-term stain in your house? If you like the look of big wipes and you think that you could use a set on your van, then please go ahead and check out the Amazon link below. That is an affiliate link and I will get a small kickback and really appreciate it. And until next time, happy building.